Hello and welcome to the video. This video is an introduction to a brand new series on the channel. Now recently we've been going through a series where we've actually built this quadcopter here. This is from our quad build series 4, and the difference with this one is we're using a frame that's actually designed and built for the Connex HD system. And the two main components of it are here in front of us. First one is the receiver, the ground station that actually receives the video and then puts it out via a HDMI connection at the side. And the other bit here is the transmitter, the camera, and also the special antenna at the back as well. Now the reason that I'm putting this series together is that when I first got this kit and was trying to figure out how it all worked, I read the manual back to back, but what I was really after was for someone to help me understand what the things I should be doing, what the things I shouldn't be doing, sharing some tips and tricks and helping me get this system set up and working very well. There's a lot of things that you can select in the menus. We looked at some of them in the previous video series where we actually built this little guy. So the reason for this series is to put a quick set of videos together that go through some of the key things that I needed to know when I was first starting out and figuring this stuff. What are the common mistakes that pilots regularly make when they're putting this stuff together? Things like frequency management and what all the different pieces and options on here actually mean. And then also spending a little bit of time looking at the video modes, because there's lots of people talking about HQ, HP, HQ+, what does that all mean and what does that mean for the future as well. So I need to say a very big thank you to Amimon, who actually makes the Connex Prosight. They've been very, very generous with their time in helping me figure some of this stuff out and answering some of my newbie questions. But all that information I'd like to put together in a couple of videos in this series. So if you're thinking about this, or you've got one of these and you want a quick and easy way to figure out how to get the best from the Prosight system, hopefully by watching this series it'll help you avoid the majority of the pitfalls. So join us for the first video in the series. That is actually the last video that we did when we actually built this quadcopter, where we installed and configured all of the Connex system itself. In the next video we actually show you how to wire everything up, how to configure it, how to get things like the on-screen display working, and we even demo things like the mobile applications on Android and iOS, where you can connect to the ground station and do your configuration without having to touch it at all through the screen of your iPhone or your Android device. Do leave comments and questions down below of things that you're particularly interested in, or maybe things that you've had trouble with. What I'm keen to do is make sure that we cover the majority of the stuff in a simple 3 or 4 video series in here that gives you as a new pilot the best chance of having fun. Thank you for taking the time to watch that video. We try and release at least 2 videos a week, usually a quick tip on a Tuesday and a more in-depth video on a Friday, and sometimes we manage to get a few more out as well. If you're interested in radio control, then the playlists are useful to have a look at. Anything that's called Introduction To is an organised set of videos that teach you from first principles about the subject that you're interested in. But we also have information about the majority of popular open source flight controllers, how to build quadcopters, fixed wing models, reviews, setups, unboxing, all kinds of things in here as well. So if you haven't already had a look at the playlist, then I'd recommend going have a look through here to see if there's anything that takes your fancy. Finally, we do also provide updates through things like Twitter, Instagram, and also post all of our 3D designs on Thingiverse as well. So if you like what we're doing here on YouTube, have a look at those things and subscribe to us there, and you'll find out what we're up to in advance of the videos coming out here on the channel.